So it has been a long time since the last update, and there is a good reason for that. I lost interest in the world I was working on, and I tried to force myself to work on it, but it wasn't working out, and I should have realized it sooner. And I've compiled a list of reasons as to why I think that happened. So, starting with the first one, I think what bothered me the most is that I started in beta 1.7 on the 29th of December, but I didn't really play it, so to speak. I played it for like a day, then I went to 1.8, then pre-release 1.9, and then on the 1st of January I started and released 1.0. And I kind of wish I just started on 1.0 instead of trying to like play beta, because it's not that I don't enjoy it, it's just that I clearly didn't experience it properly. I didn't think to experience it properly. It was just like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if we used the Gargamel? I didn't think beyond that. So as a result, I didn't really get to experience the terrain, and on top of that, it kind of didn't really work for what I was trying to build, because I wanted to build a massive city, and all those hills just kept getting in the way, which obviously wasn't great, and kind of wish I tried something different, but you live and you learn, I guess. So, to remedy that, I have started this world. I started on the 27th of May this year, which is 2026 for the time of recording in the future. And I decided, instead of building a town and see it spawn, I decided to explore a bit, and I found this location. I will put up a screenshot of how things looked originally when I first found the torches here, and obviously compared to how it is now, you see a lot of development has changed. This, what you're looking at, was all built in Alpha 1.2.2, as was this church. So was this, this, and I believe this, were also built in that version. And those little houses you see up there, these ones, all of the main building was built in 1.2.2, but the roof was done in 1.2.6. This was built in 1.2.6, this and this were all built in it. So is everything here. The portal was also done in 1.2.2. I started in that version because I thought if I really wanted to make a portal, I would spawn it in with F4, which you could do in that version, and I learned that from a video. There's somebody who played through every single version of the game that I will link in the description if I remember to. And that museum was mostly done in 1.2.2, as was this Tesco. So this subway system you're seeing here, and we'll go down for a second to show you what it looks like in there. This is all 1.2.6. These roads are 1.2.6. And this down here is 1.2.6. And while I'm here, I will show you a pretty old school piece of tech that I think old Minecraft players will appreciate. People who play Apple also appreciate. This is a minecart booster, which is questionably efficient. But if I... There we go. Let's see how far this takes me. Come on, any second now. There we go, it took me all the way to the end of the station. Right. So this is one of the cheaper ways to do it, in air quotes, because it minimizes the amount of track you have to use. But you have to use 3 minecarts to really get anywhere instead of 2. So it kind of offsets itself. Also, you have to do that every time you want to be with the minecarts, which isn't particularly convenient, but neither is the fact I lost a bunch of minecart track when doing this, because I didn't realize I was actually that low. Oh, it's turning night. And this is the first line of many. I'm going to be building a lot of subway track if I can help it. Because I think it would be nice. When I did the previous world, I wanted to build a subway system, but I neglected to and ultimately never did. And I regret it. So I am remedying that right from the get-go on this version. Now, what else did I want to talk about? Yeah. Here's another part of my problem. I'm gonna turn on music a bit. Part of my problem is I kept rushing to the next thing, to build a new thing, or to find new blocks and all that, and it didn't work out, if I'm being honest. So that's part of why I'm starting again. It's to try to make use of the block palette as it expands. The biggest update I'm looking for is, I believe, beta 1.2, because that's when they added colored wall. And I have to check for when they add sandstone, because that's also going to be a really big update when I get to it. Because sandstone's a pretty good block. Especially when you have a very limited block palette, like I do at the moment. Really, everything you're seeing around you, this is kind of all we have in Alpha. We have stone, we have oak logs, we have planks, we have glass blocks, stone slabs, smooth stone, I think I've already mentioned that, snow. What else is we have bookshelves, we have, I've already mentioned slabs, we have different types of stairs. We do have netherrack, soul sand, and glowstone, but glowstone is expensive to make, and I don't know what I've used netherrack for at this moment in time, if I'm being totally honest. Oh yeah, we also have fences. We have mineral blocks as well. There's no lapis, there's no redstone blocks, there's no coal blocks, there's no barrels. There's none of that, and I have to be honest, I kind of missed them already. Especially barrels. Barrels are great. Very nice for making fisherman theme builds like that fishing store that I've built over there. So what I wanted to do is, instead of building one big city, obviously I'm building one at the moment, which is big in air quotes, it's big relative to the fact I'm going to build it all in survival. And you can just about see the edge of it there. And you can see the castle over there. I want to build multiple towns instead of just one. I have a plan for an underwater one that might be a bit further out around that way. That island over there, the torches on it, that is going to be part of this city, which I've taken the name of Southport, which I understand is a bit strange, but for those of you that don't know, the sun rises in the north and sets in the south. I learned that from when I did my previous world, and I'm still kind of confused as to why that was the case, but I'm just not going to question it at this point. This version of the game is from like 2010, and what scares me is that it's probably older than some of the people that might end up watching it. Like, oh my god, I remember when this was this is not the only type of game you could find videos of on YouTube. But that's neither here nor there. What else I also noticed is I didn't spend a lot of time with the original updates. So from here, which is 1.2.6, until beta 1.6, I'm going to be doing the versions 2 weeks at a time, like I did last time. But from beta 1.7 onwards, it's going to be 3 weeks at a time, which is going to make it take longer to get to the latest version, whatever that may be when I finally get there. But hopefully I will have a newfound appreciation for how we got to that point, for how we got to modern Minecraft with stuff like wall stairs and dappled wood, which are the newest additions, and all the block diversity that we have now that is just phenomenal. We have it so good nowadays, and I don't think I can stress that enough. As much as I like the old palette, it's a very nostalgic thing for me. I like having the block diversity a lot more. And also being able to swim. Being able to swim is a big one. Like a crazy big one. Oh my god. But, no, actually, no, there's another thing I have to say. I'm also going to try to be a bit more meticulous and give you more frequent updates, because I didn't do that last time. I was like, oh, well, I need to do updates when there's a big thing. And then things kept stacking up and stacking up and stacking up. It became a point where I had to keep doing world tours every single time. And I'm not doing that again. I'm going to do updates every couple of weeks or so, just to make sure that things come. So everything you see now, this is pretty much all there is. Originally there was a lot less, and I'm kind of glad I decided to do the old thing of waiting until it was a bit more this time. But I'm not going to wait that long every time, if you get what I mean. I'm going to make sure that you get to see this world really progress, because I think that would be more rewarding than me yapping for an hour. You can do it in chunks. What are you looking at that for? Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to provide more frequent updates, and I'm going to talk you through my ideas as I'm going through them. Because right now, I just want to build a city and see how much I can get done, because once these houses are done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build another port here. I'm going to finish that boat you would have seen over there. And there's going to be a bridge connecting that island to the mainland. I will show you where that is very quickly. Let's do this again. Also, something else I missed, leaf decay. There is no leaf decay in Minecraft Alpha, and it is genuinely awful. I hate it so much. This is where the bridge is going to be. Fun fact, this is built on reclaimed land. I believe I have a screenshot of it compared to where it started and how it is now. This area I'm standing on, this was all water. You can kind of see where it was. So yeah, water is here, now it's grass, and eventually it's going to be paved over with gravel, cobblestone and wood. Now I suppose while I'm here I might as well finish this little station. There we go. And I'm also going to build more farms, like wheat. I'm going to make sure there's a sugarcane farm, so I'm not constantly having to go around the coast for it. And I think there's probably going to be a few more houses around here. That's really all there is to say at the moment. Like I said, I'm going to make sure there will be more frequent updates in the future. And I will make sure to stick to it. Because even though I guess the audio quality isn't great, and the editing leaves a lot to be desired, I think I prefer to have just a documentation of how this world evolves, compared to how I didn't really give it any true history the first time around. I tried to make lore happen, it didn't work, so the next best thing is to give it another shot with what I know now, and more importantly, build this museum next to me, with actual things in it. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be this museum, and then there's going to be a bigger museum, an even bigger museum, and we'll just have to see what happens from there. So, for now, 1, happy Pride Month, and 2, I will see you in the next update. See you later.